Ah, here we go. So it did indeed end up being in this room. Tucked away in this little corner over here. Oh god, big old hallway. Hello? Yeah, there's the treasure. What were you, friend? Gloves. I don't expect them to be any good, but are they new at least? Oh, they are actually. Yeah, I mean, one of those things where it would have been nice to have had them earlier, but oh well. And there's those two things done. Let's see. I'm guessing the shrine is out here? Well, before that, we have you. What is the pot? Whatever it is, I don't think we have it, so maybe it's worth doing. Oh, that's interesting. How many of those do we even have? Probably not too many, right? Oh wow, you're close to M, huh? I don't think I have an M rank weapon for you, but nice, I guess. At least someone's getting there. What about you? How close are you to your doll? That's still a ways. Interesting that Will's going to be our first to hit it. What did I open here? Right, I wanted to check on the revival. I mean, probably already have plenty, but guess it's something. Might as well, really. I'll put you... and don't really need these for sewing anymore, so we can get some pots, I guess. What else is new? Anything? Right, there was this, but don't really care. I think that's everything that was new. Now go to Rosanna's manor to report on my recent investigation. A shadow covers her face as I tell her what we found. Is that so? So that's what it was. This is quite a problem, and at this time. Rosanna lets out a rare sigh, and then closes her eyes wearily. She looks exhausted, and maybe even a little sick. Is everything okay? I wonder. Something like this will no doubt affect our relationship with the other nations around us. No, I meant you. Me? What about me? You don't look well. I see. Rosanna scowls thoughtfully. She sighs again, this time giving in to the clear aching of her body. Maybe she wasn't even aware of it. You should get some rest. Nah, did you say something? It's rare for you to sigh like this. Please sit down if you're tired. I am fine. I was just lost in thought for a moment. Do you have any idea who might have done this? No, none at all. There weren't any clues left behind. But I don't think alchemists would do something like that. I see. Rosanna scowls again as she thinks to herself. Them again. I thought they had quieted down. She grumbles a small complaint. You have some idea. Rosanna sighs again, and looks up into the air. When she looks back down, her eyes are full of hidden thoughts, something she's not saying. She puts her hand on her head and keeps thinking. I patiently wait for her to break the silence. She suddenly sways on her feet. Are you okay? Immediately after I reach toward her, the strength leaves her body and she collapses. Are you okay? I quickly help her into a chair. She breathes painfully. I'll call someone. Please just stay here. Wait. Rosanna stops me before I can go. She's firm despite her weakness a moment ago. I return to her side. She closes her eyes and continues breathing painfully. She finally opens her mouth. Become Lord. I'm surprised and say nothing. She always just suddenly thrust things on me. You told me that I had time to think about this. As you can see, I will not be able to remain Lord much longer. I have been an alchemist for 18 years. 8 years with my husband, and 10 years more. It goes so fast. These last few years have taken their toll, but I accepted the lordship until they could find a replacement. What are you saying? I need to tell you this. Yuidora's Alchemist Guild is not a rock. Because every alchemist has their own ambitions and desires, right? I am not talking about individuals right now. The nobles from the monarchy's era wish to see royalty restored to power. They won't accept working with the guild. We fought with them and created a world for alchemists. But I feel that I've done all that I can. The guild is still growing, and that's why I need to leave its future to someone from the next generation, like you. Wilfred Dion, you must become Lord. Use your abilities to make the guild better. Only young people like you can do this. Making you Lord. That will be my final job as the current Lord. You still have a lot left to do. You're just feeling weak right now. I want to be free again. I've dashed forward without looking back to my family. I want to go back to just being an alchemist. I'm tired. After she mutters that, Rosanna falls silent. I think back to Guardia Kudrift, the lord before Rosanna. A year ago, after the incident that took the lives of many senior alchemists, he fell ill from stress and retired. He also stopped working soon after that, and I heard he is simply an ordinary retired old man now. Being Lord must be a demanding job. After a few moments, Rosanna's breathing calms down. The color returns to her face, and the pain melts away from her eyes. Forget the last thing I said to you. Yes. But it is true that I want to name you Lord. I cannot say that now, but I am unable to perform my duties. Therefore, I am ordering you to become my representative. Huh? Specifically, you will assist the position of Lord, and occasionally act on my behalf. There's a position like that? I expect it to be formally approved at our next meeting. She's completely prepared. She must have been getting this ready for a long time. The Lord can name anybody to be their representative, so I am appointing you mine. Her eyes make it clear that her decision has already been made. Of course, I could decline. Then let's do this. She suddenly speaks brightly. I, myself, ask you to assist me as Lord. That's how you're going to ask? I scratch my head. She knows where I'm weak. It's hard for me to refuse when she asks like that. Rosanna knows, and smiles a little mischievously. It looks like she's feeling better now, though. That's a relief. I understand. In that case, I'll accept. What do I get in return for it? You have the right to use the Lord's authority. Indeed, that's not bad. Rosanna stands up again. I am counting on you. I leave her manor after accepting her proposal. You've come so far. It's very emotional. What about Rosanna? Is she okay? Yeah, she looked exhausted for a minute, but she was joking around by the time I left. I see. That's okay then. I look forward to it. You'll be even more famous now, Will, and will be able to do much more. It does sound really fun. Are you going to be famous with him too, Yuella? Yuella? What is it? Is something the matter? Hmm? Ah, no. How is Rosanna's health? Like I said, she's fine. Geez, Yuella. Isn't that a little too much surprise? It doesn't feel real yet, does it? But now it's not just a dream to become Lord. Well, personally, while I do hope that Rosanna is able to keep working hard, I'm not sure what I should do, and I'm worried about what it may mean. But I've just got to do whatever I can. So please, I'd like your help now more than ever. Roger, leave it to us. Yes, of course. Alright, I've got somewhere I need to be. You're always saying that, Emilita. You're quite busy. You worry too much. Emilita laughs as she runs off. Sarui chases after her, leaving me alone with Yuella. She remains quiet and sullen. It's just like before, when I first told her about Rosanna wanting me to become Lord. She's not happy about it at all. You're still opposed to me becoming Lord. What kind of woman is Rosanna to you? I think she's amazing. I have a lot of respect for her. Back when I first became an alchemist, she was like a distant mountain that I could only dream of. Now that I've come to know her more, I understand just how amazing she is. Because of Rosanna and others like her, I've been free to grow however I wanted as an alchemist. Without her, I don't think Yuidora would be here today. What do you think would happen if she died? I don't want to imagine it. I don't even want to think about it. I think Yuidora would dissolve into chaos. Rosanna said that Yuidora is not a rock. If she were to disappear now, the current government in Yuidora might collapse. If what she said is true, and it goes back to when the monarchy ruled, alchemists will go back to just being manufacturers. In other words, instead of being the workshop city made for alchemists, it will just be like any other country. It would completely destroy what it means to be an alchemist. It's too big. I can't even imagine it. I see. Yuella nods silently and leaves. Hey, Laguna thing. I've become the Lord's representative, but I'm still not sure how I should act. I can't get rid of that anxiety. The only person I can talk to about it is Laguna. Hello? Laguna? Are you in? I call toward the back of his workshop. He comes out after a moment. Can't you at least try to not sound like a lost child? It's shameful. I wasn't sure if you could hear me. But now that he's right in front of me, it's hard for me to say anything. I try to choke down my worries, and invite him out with unnatural cheerfulness. You're free, right? Let's go out and get a drink. Laguna sighs and rolls his eyes. Unlike you, I am busy. I don't have the time to play around at a whim. Come on, it'll be fine. You've got to pay attention to your relationship with other alchemists too, right? Laguna shrugs, doesn't argue anymore, and follows me to the bar. We sit down and immediately order our drinks. We clink our mugs together in a toast. I knew you'd enjoy having a drink. Who would come to a bar and not have one? We haven't had a drink together like this in a long time. let's catch up since we've got the chance. And that's fine, but if you want something, tell me now. This is keeping me from my research. You make it sound like I asked you out for some reason. I see. Then it's my mistake. Well, since it's you, I'm sure you wanted to have a drink to ease your mind about being the Lord's representative. He hits it right on the bullseye, leaving me at a loss for words. How stupid. I'm not worrying about that at all. It's an honor. Of course it is. If you were just going to whine and moan about the weight of your responsibilities, I'd leave now. You shouldn't talk about it like that. You're making the beer taste bad. If you're not up to it, then I'd be happy to take your place. How about asking Rosanna about that? Sorry, but it's not your job. This is my work, and I'm not about to abandon it. Well, I suppose that I could appoint you to be my assistant once I'm Lord. You think anybody would be your assistant? They'd just have to spend every day cleaning up your messes. Now you've said it. I'm definitely appointing you as my assistant and working you to death. If I become Lord, I'll make you my assistant, and then send you as far away as possible. I'm not like I used to be, you know? I wonder. Oops, sorry, but I'm almost out of time. I need to get back to my research. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy my drink a little longer. Laguna gulps down the rest of his beer, and then heads back to his workshop. Grumbling about this isn't going to help. I've just got to do it. I make up my mind to, quickly finish my drink, and return to my workshop. Shogun, message from Weasel. Is Weasel just the code name for that noble now? Yeah, I suppose that's fitting. Tell him our reports continue, and his rushing will not help. That alchemist is finally becoming Lord. Oh? Did Moon succeed? There has been no report from Moon. Reports say that he's still just the Lord's representative, but there is no doubt he will be the next one. Have they sensed something? Or do they have their own problems? Perhaps others are making their move besides us. Uedor's government has not yet affirmed itself. It would be strange if there were not some who had aims on it. I agree. We failed a year ago. Because we were unexpectedly betrayed. Unexpectedly. I wonder about this time. I accept that her family will take responsibility, but perhaps we should take measures to ensure it proceeds well. I understand. Regardless, Weasel is delighted with these developments. He seems to have had difficulty controlling the present Lord. I would like you to investigate this matter further. Request confirmation from Moon, and for her to report everything. I shall take care of it. Shall we continue to prepare for war? There will be no change of plans. Still not quite done with the chapter yet. You're going to become a Grand Master soon. Yeah, I've come a long way. After this, will you become Lord? I think I should. The bigger the job, the better it feels to do it. Back when I was starting out, I could only help the people around me. I can't just ignore all I can do for people. You're still against it, then? I am not against it, but... She hesitates. There's a lot I'll be able to do if I become Lord. You had asked me before if there was some special technology that only the Lord knows about. If some amazing technology like that exists, maybe I can save your home from the famine with it. Wouldn't that make you happy too? Yeah, it would. I'm sorry asking such a strange thing. She leaves quietly. She's been like this whenever it comes up. I have no idea what could be bothering her, and it's hard to get her to talk. If something's making her worry or be anxious, she just has to tell me. I wish she could at least talk to me about it. Or maybe I'm the only one she can't tell. And that one's probably the promotion. Wow, still not. I wonder if there really is some technology that only the Lord knows about. I've decided to be brave, and ask Rosanna directly. Lady Rosanna, I had a question. Does Uedor have some kind of secret technology that only the Lord has access to?
Hi.
What? Rosanna looks incredulous. Like she can't even believe I'd ask something so stupid. That's what her look is telling me. For example, if the city was in peril, some kind of amazing technology that could save us? Rosanna lets out a heavy sigh. It sounds like you never stopped believing in children's stories. So there's not. There is knowledge that only the Lord has, but I would hardly call that amazing. Calling that forbidden techniques would be intentionally dishonest, wouldn't it? Yes, well... I scratch my head awkwardly. It's nothing like that. But I think you do misunderstand. I do? This is a good chance. Let's talk for a while. There are some things about Uedor known only to the Lord. A year ago, many respected alchemists lost their lives protecting something. You are aware of that? I nod, shocked. 1 year ago, my parents died. There was very little made known about it. All they said was that there was an accident deep in the mine, and a lot of senior alchemists died because of it. My parents were 2 of them. When you say protecting... I will tell you eventually, once you have become a Grand Master. However, that rumor grew its own legs and ran free from anybody's control. I see. I'm disappointed after she dangled that out in front of me, and leave her manner deep in thought. Let me guess, workshop? Workshop. I talked to Uella about what Rosanna told me. So it sounds like there isn't any kind of amazing technology that only the Lord has. I see. I'm sorry for disappointing you. That is fine. In fact, it's better. We talked about what happened a year ago. About my parents. A year ago. About what happened when my parents died. Rosanna seems to know what actually happened.
1年前。その話、もう少し詳しく聞かせてくれないか?
1 year ago. Can you tell me more about that? No, that's actually all I know. She said she'd tell me when I became a Grand Master.
そうか。
I see. Just what happened back then? Yuella walks into the back alleys to avoid the crowd, and follows a complex path until she arrives at a secluded spot. She waits by the side of the river. A merchant carrying firewood stops near her to rebind his load. The weather's nice today. Do you know where I can get a good view of the moon?
西の空に見えるのがそうではないか?
It can clearly be seen in the western skies. Oh, it will be a good moon tonight. The man slowly shoulders his load again.
戦争に意味はないと伝えろ。ユイドラに秘密などない。
War is meaningless. Yuidora has no secrets. I have a message for you. The seemingly meek man answers very assuredly. His face has a smile on it, but that's not what's reflected in his eyes. There's something strange about him. There is not a moment to lose. The Shogun has ordered you to accomplish your mission right away. Otherwise, he will not fulfill his promise to restore your lineage. Yuella reacts with a small start.
約束か。
His promise. She bites her lip. Think carefully about what is important. The merchant lifts the firewood and continues on his way. Yuella looks up into the sky, completely alone. The moon hasn't risen yet.
姉上、あなたもこんな気持ちだったのか?
Sister, did you feel this way too?
今ならあなたの気持ちが少しわかる気がする。だがわからぬこともある。
I think I know some of what you felt now, but I still do not understand.
あなたは何を守ろうとしたのだ?
What were you trying to protect?
姉上、私はどうしたらいい?
Sister, what do I do?
私は私のやり方でやるしかない。そう分かってはいるのだが、それゆえに迷うのだ。
I have no choice but to follow my own path. I know that. So why do I hesitate? Probably not a new thing, but I've learned to be careful when dealing with you, old man. Welcome. I heard you're becoming Lord soon. Eh? People are already talking about that. I really hope you do. Oh, but if you become Lord, you won't have the freedom to pass the time like this anymore. I laugh with him. Still, becoming the Lord is a huge responsibility. They say that Disneyfrody's raising an army. All the merchants are talking about it. It's become a popular topic with the alchemists, too. I see. There's been a bad air recently, and a lot more squabbles than usual. Everybody's on edge. In times like this, even the smallest spark can become a fire. This is when you need someone steady leading us. Well, you're doing fine. I know you'll be able to do it. Alright, I'll do my best. There has been a report from Moon. What is it? Did she fail? She simply says what we want is not there. What we already knew. The Shogun sighs. The events cannot be stopped now. Very well. Issue the order. So, poison again. It tastes the same no matter how many times you eat it. Yes, I'll give the order at once. That's probably the new chapter then. As I walk through the plaza, a familiar alchemist calls to me, looking very serious. Wilfred, got a moment? He glances around the area cautiously, and then lowers his voice. I don't know if you've heard, but they say Disneyfruiti's moving a lot more now than before. Yeah, I've heard about that. The merchants say that war's about to break out, and Rosanna even sent me to investigate it. But she also asked me to not make what I learned known to the public. The merchants from the east are acting strangely. Something big really seems like it's about to begin. Do you know anything about this? The man grumbles when I hesitate. No, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure you knew. He smiles as he says it, but when he leaves, I can see clear worry in his eyes. What's going on? Disneyfruiti's movements are becoming more and more apparent. If the rumors have spread this much, it's not going to stay hidden for long. Rosanna will have to begin preparing for war. Maybe there's something we can still do. Nothing? And there's the chapter. Probably all set to advance. I mean, let's see. Anything still to do here? Yeah, you're still a pain in the ass because I need to get sand from that level 90 area, but I mean, these will just, if they don't happen while we're grinding to prepare for the 90 area, they'll happen in the 90 areas themselves. Not worried there. Still, I guess whatever's happening with her will happen next chapter. Over to here. Not sure what's missing there, but I guess we're good to advance the chapter then. I do need to be careful about, well, I guess I have this save as a backup since I always keep a save before advancing the chapter, but I do need to be careful about advancing too far since there's still events to see, like the Yuela outfit scenes. Need to take care of those next chapter some point. And in fact, I'll need to take care of the Yusheli stuff before passing the point where events stop appearing. Let me just get everything done at the start of the chapter then, before going too far into the main line so I don't have to worry about that. We shall see.